Awaken Cohort.
And welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Lieutenant Commander of the heavy cruiser GCS Littlefoot as we continue our campaign against the Romulan Star Empire, and we are doing quite well. We have actually managed to neutralize the planet here at 23-9, and we are, however, a little bit worse for wear. We need to rush back real quick so that we can rearm, repair, and hopefully grab this planet, because this will be an important springboard. So let's head back to the north, crossing the neutral zone that we managed to blast our way through. Supply, 67 damage. We did take quite a bit of damage on that. And we will add on the one shuttle. Yeah, knocking our way through Stardocks is always a bit of a pain. It's not going to stop you from winning. Okay, it can. We have been in situations where it almost stopped us from winning. But it definitely will hurt you. So let's hop on this, and it's another shipyard assault. Of course it is! Of course they give us another shipyard assault. They knew how much I loved this mission the last time, and they decided to make us do it again. Apparently it's an ISC shipyard. Hit that red alert, increase that speed. We are escorted today by our bestest friend, the USS Wallace, who happens to be one of the light cruiser types. He's equipped, of course, with 2 photon torpedoes, a grand total of 2, 4, 6 phaser 1s, an Type A AMD, a G-type missile launcher, and 4 phaser 3s. That's pretty significant. You're a CL+? No, that's pretty nice. We are also fighting a Romulan freighter, for whatever that is worth to you. Let's go along, and just in case, he could be armed with plasma torpedoes, but I'm pretty sure that said that it was a phaser frigate. And we'll also go buff the forward shield to the max. Send a probe his way to see exactly what he's hauling. We want to make sure that we can take him out and kill him. And of course, there's our shipyards. Don't know what they're armed with. Don't really care. And yeah, he's a phaser boat. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or no, 5. He's got 5 phaser 2s and a single phaser 3. So, an interesting armament. Let's increase our speed at this time. We'll get up to something in the neighborhood of 18, and then we'll go down a little bit. We're going to start trying to add ECM a little bit into our strategy. It won't be much, but we will try and remember, widen our skill set. We are starting to come to the end of the first series of this. So, we break each race up into a season, and then a series is an entire playthrough of all 8 races. That's kind of my plan. And when we move on to the next one, I definitely plan to bump it up to Admiral, because I think we've done pretty well for ourselves. So we're going to have to learn all the systems, such as electronic warfare. We're starting to come into range. Let us prep the plasma torpedoes. They're not quite ready to go yet. Almost. Stand by, and 1 torpedo. Wait for it. All the other torpedoes. Oh, nice shot. Now let's come in with the tail whip. The 2 tail-facing phaser 1s did a decent amount of damage. We've taken out 2 of his phaser 2s and shocked the primary mount, which means that's 2 right there. So right now he's lost 4 of his 5 phaser 2s. His phaser 3's fired, but doesn't really do anything. He doesn't even have any defensive weapon systems to fire at the incoming missile from the Wallace. And he's only doing a speed of 2. This could very well kill him. Oh, the Wallace's phasers managed to actually wipe him completely out. I was going to manage to take out his point defenses, but no. The Wallace managed to completely annihilate the entire ship. Let's increase the speed of time. And we'll send out another probe. We do see our 3 Stardocks, of course. It looks like the Wallace is picking up speed. Will he go to fight things? It is armed with a Plasma F and a Plasma D. Never a fun fight. The problem, of course, being that these weapons are all capable of hurting us. Now, granted, our plasma torpedoes are capable of hurting things at longer range, but I'm willing to bet that he's going to have a couple of Wild Weasels all ready to go. So let's prep our plasma torpedoes for long-range strikes. And so we will fire the starboard side and break out to starboard, which will reveal our port side battery. That's my plan. So, line it up all nice and dandy. Get out to a range of 3, 2, 1. Now! Yep, we're exchanging fire. Stand by. And now we fire that one. And that's not going to do it. Let's get on top of him with all the phasers. He did fire his plasma torpedo, which means he doesn't have any more left. On top of him, there, we've managed to blast on through. A couple of stern firing phasers, and he's doing the most annoying tactic in the world. He's managed to knock 2 of our shields down. Oh, it looks like they're surprisingly close together. Our first plasma torpedo is about to come back online. Exchanging plasma fire, we did manage to take it. And we're going to wrap around and fire this plasma torpedo now. There we go. It's a little bit annoying. He's managed to wipe out enough of my shielding that I'm not happy with him. Let's slow down entirely. Wow. Of course, the Plasma D always doing great work. He wasn't able to take care of all of them. I'm pretty surprised, actually. Okay, he's lost his F-type torpedo. Let's just line up right on top of him. And shell him until he no longer can survive. It's nice when the Wallace is actually supporting. I mean, that is pretty cool. So, whichever direction the Wallace decides to go, it is the one we're going to go after, because having additional targets for them to shoot at is a great thing. Looks like he's going for that one. Oh, but this asteroid is going to totally mess with the Wallace's AI. It's not going to know what to do. Shall we go? Shield reinforcement to 360 degrees. Take aim. And first torpedo. Oh, we turned the wrong way. All weapon select. All weapon select, come on. Fire all of the phasers. Okay, and the most annoying minefield tactic. Okay. Oh, and we're also getting attacker ship destroyed. The Wallace, like his friend the Pollux in the last episode, I believe it was the Pollux, has just suicided himself. He decided that the cruel world was too much for him to handle. Let's go, shield reinforcement to forward shields only, and all stop. That was my plan. Fire back. Yep, I expected that one. Increase the speed a little bit. We're going to shell the crap out of him. We are at full power, so we will just prepare the one phaser mount, and we're not quite able to break through the shield. Oh, he is now spreading out his shield. But I think actually if we get all the phasers on, we should be able to crunch through it. You are way too tough and not to crack. You're a frustratingly tough nut to crack. Increase speed. Let's get out of here. We're not leaving, but, you know, we are trying to not die. Our evasion options are somewhat limited. Let's come out to reinforce all, please. Continue to fire, and give me a plasma torpedo right on in. And now let's get a little bit of distance. Watch this. And not you, but you. Ugh. Frustrating. Frustrating. Increase speed! Increase speed! I'm really starting to hate this gosh darn system. Come around on him. Slow down. Charge all weapons. We're gonna bore right through him. I hate you so much. You have no idea how much I despise you. It is a well-armed space station. Any other weapon, fine. Plasma torpedoes, they suddenly make it so that it's an absolute nightmare to try and steal. Increase speed. Increase speed. Keep turning, keep turning. Reinforce all, please. My god. We've lost a plasma torpedo! That's how far we've come here. All weapons. Fire. He's just plaking away at our shields bit by bit. We're going to have to play that super annoying swoop game. It's not annoying, it's just frustrating a bit. Increase speed, increase speed. Okay, and now that most of our phasers have fired at that, instead of being able to engage this, we have to waste a bit more time. Away from him, and now back towards him. Always trying to keep in mind this asteroid over here so that we don't smash right into it. Oh good, we've managed to hit some important things. Oh, we got really close to that. We got frightfully close to that. Oh, another plasma torpedo! Managed to bounce it properly this time. And we're going to come back around to this shield here, where he's vulnerable, and we know that he's vulnerable. We're going to have to come in and crunch this whole thing down all over again. Okay, his plasma F is down. And keep turning, keep turning. I want a plasma torpedo. Still not dead. There we go. Now he's dead. Last target. Also by an asteroid. Why do they get so many asteroids? Seriously, it's a little frustrating. Because it takes away a lot of our attacking options. Fix that one. We've wasted already way too many repair parts on this mission. And he's fired his plasma torpedo. It's going to take us 2 turns to get there, so we should be able to put an entire volley into him. And then, of course, pull away. So we have to be clever about this, which is never something that I like bothering to have to do. The big, dumb, stupid approach is always fun. Fire one plasma torpedo. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Fire the second plasma torpedo. Wait for it, wait for it. And now fire all the phasers to knock down as many shields as possible. Oh, Whew! Screw you! Screw you so much! We're apparently losing containment, which is never cool. Always a frustration. And I'm going to come in here and have to do it again. And until I manage to take that gosh darn transporter offline, he's just going to do that same thing to me again. Yup, you see? See, he did it. Just like that. And increase speed, maximum power, we got it. Higher energy turn. Thank you. Slow right the heck down. Ah, we didn't have enough phaser firepower to bust through. Increase speed, let's get out of here. Well, not out of here, but let's get out of range for a little bit. Always manage to get the perfect shot on me, aren't ya? Aren't ya? Building some distance. Yeah, fire your plasma torpedo from that range. I'm happy with that. That'll do perfectly fine. Okay, coming in for another nice run on him. Stand by, plasma torpedo control. First plasma torpedo. All weapons fire. Okay, another good shot in through. And we took out another one of his shields as we're on our way out. His plasma F, however, is unfortunately still online, which means we still have to play this game. Let's circle back in. Just a little bit. Line up. Continue to operate at long range. What? That much damage? I'll grant you that we probably don't have much armor left, but still, that much damage? That's absurd. Absolutely absurd. One plasma torpedo. There we go. Please tell me we've managed to capture this planet. If we went through all of that just to keep this planet neutral, I'm going to be so frustrated. Not horrifically so, but still. It would be nice to have the planet. 450 prestige, and it turns brown. Excellent. Oh, there's another planet there, just randomly in the neutral zone. So let's head here, and just for a moment, let's see what the shipyard has. Anything cool and new? A brand new BF, the Velociraptor Fast Battle Cruiser, is equipped with 10 phasers, so basically 2 more phaser 1s. They tossed in 2 phaser 3s just cause, and then we upgrade our plasma Gs to plasma Ss. Not super thrilled for it, but that may be the next step in the build. There is, of course, the early dreadnoughts and frigates. Not super psyched for that. 70 damage on that one. And an absolute metric ton of supplies having wasted there. Let's get some more marines. I'm happy with the mines. The shuttles, yeah, let's get the one back. And then hopefully we haven't triggered a mission where we have to take it and we can just push in. Okay, we can just push in. So let's go on a patrol operation. Do some nice little patrol work. Cut them down to size. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Red alert, increase the speed. We are escorted today by the Broadsword, a remarkably well-armed craft. You are armed with a grand total of 3 forward-firing phasers, an additional 4 or probably side to rear-firing phaser 3s, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 missile launchers and a fusion beam. That's the thing. We are currently heading off after a random Q-ship, as well as a frigate. And what type of frigate were you? You are an SNA. I have no idea what that means, but I assume it's something important. And then there is also an FE lowercase CL, the Galia. I have no idea what any of that means, but I do know that it is Romulan, and so it will have plasma. Or Maulers, but I don't think any of the... Well, neither of those are FALs, which I'm going to assume is their designation for their Maulers. Let's increase our speed. We're going to come over here. It gives a couple of points of ECM to spend. So that'll put our speed at 16 is what we want to maintain for our charging speed, because it's 19 minus the 1 for the Wild Weasel, minus 2 for the energy, so 19 minus 3. The freighter, I assume we can knock out just in one swift blast. Set a probe, just to find out. How in trouble are we on this one? We are looking at a pretty significant amount of firepower. Not gonna lie. One more point of speed, because we have the speed to go. And we're gonna have to play the long game. He is a range... Once he hits a range of 20, we will fire a torpedo at him. Fire! And now we will turn off to port. And increase speed, because we have the speed actually to spend on this. And depends on who he fires his plasma torpedo at. Fire our second one. And get ready on the stern batteries. Getting some nice good hits in there. And he's fired his plasma torpedoes apparently towards the broadsword. The broadsword basically took that in the teeth and ooh! That was not a good hit on the broadsword's part. Broadsword firing a full volley. Not sure he's got any weapons prepared to stop that, and it's coming right for him. So, unless he's got a wild weasel, it's gonna hurt. He grabs two. He grabbed all three of them. We are still at range for the frigate, still at range for the other freighter. And we are coming in to do the doom. Let's slow down so we can start charging things. And we'll slow down to a 19. We can maintain that speed because our phaser capacitor is fully charged. He is trying to blink away at us. Not sure we're going to be in position to fire at him before the rest of the fleet comes in. Somebody's just high energy turned. It came out of my right ear, so I'm assuming it was something like that. But it may have been you. You are, after all, behind me, and I would assume you need to get in position. You're pathetic. We're not even going to bother with you. You have two phasers of some sort. You are, however, cloaking. You're some sort of auxiliary. What kind of phaser do you? Two phaser ones. Yep. Terrified. Absolutely horrified. Lined up. Just fire. Bust through that shield and give him some of the tail whip. And... aha! Take back. So a little bit more damage getting out there. Doing 5 damage apiece with each one of those tail whips. So excellent job there. Let's see what we have to work with over here. Still nothing, and I don't want to bother with a probe yet. So right now he is still the nastiest customer out here. This little freighter, despite having the gorgeous design of most Romulan vessels of this era, I do have a bit of a soft spot for it, is equipped with nothing more than 2 phasers, so not really dangerous. And it's the most annoying tactic in the world, or the galaxy at this point. I mean, we are an inter-solar system species at this point. So prepare a starboard blast from our starboard plasma torpedo. We don't yet have the ability to fire that starboard, but we were able to put 3 phaser ones. Come on, a little bit more, and we'll be all charged. There we go. There goes the plasma torpedo. He's like, oh crap! Now what? Yes, that's right. Reveal the weak spots on your ship to me. You've taken out one of his plasma maps. Oh, this might kill him. Actually, he does still have a tractor beam, possibly. Nope, it went down. Okay, let's go after the cloaked guy. We'll have one plasma torpedo ready to fire very shortly. The other plasma torpedo will be ready to fire in about 2.5 turns. So that's going to take a bit of time. Going to ignore you. You're nothing. But the SNA could very well be something. For all we know, he's armed with a Plasma S. The Romulans do, after all, love to overgun their ships. If it's an early-era Romulan ship, you can pretty much bet that it's going to have plasma torpedoes of at least one class above what it should have. So we see 2 phasers and a plasma torpedo. We are, of course, ready with our converted shuttles. Ready to dump any time. He has a G-type plasma torpedo, which matches us. Except we then back that up with 8 phaser 1s, and he only backs that up with 2 phaser 1s. So let's go to top tactical mode. Prepare the transporters. Transporters, beam it. The forward shields are down. Forward shields active. Yes, we did just take that one directly. For no reason, apparently. Oh, we mistook the timing on that one. So my plan was to dump the mine and then fly into it, and then the shields would be up by then and fire all the plasma torpedoes. That did not work out. Not going to lie, that did not work out quite how we planned. He is, however, going around at full stealth. So let's line him up. Let's line him up and get ready to do this. Hi. Do you mind? Just a little bit. Select phasers only. Let's start trying to put holes in them. Hi. I don't know what you're doing, but you're annoying me. And at this range, I will be able to basically unload on you with 2 plasma torpedoes until you finally decide to expose yourself. His buddy just got killed over there, by the way. Seriously? He's not even charging his plasma torpedo. He's just sitting here in cloak. That is annoying. Let's go here to track the beam, start charging a beam. If I get anything through, he's mine. Also, take the opportunity, we'll shut off this. We've managed to knock out his shields. Slowly but surely, we are blasting our way through. We took out another shield. Die, please. Just surrender and die. the moment you come out of cloak, we are going to kill you. Really, game? This is how you're going to play this. He's not outmaneuvering us. He's not doing anything special. He's just in cloak. He's not charging his G-type plasma torpedo. He's just sitting in cloak. Keep firing all weapons. All we need is a flash. Just a single flash. Can I steal Marines on board? No. Aha! We've got him! All weapons fire. Oh, that didn't kill him. That did. There we go. That took way too long, and not because he was at all, like, clever or special in what he did, just because he cloaked. That's going to become a somewhat common theme, I feel, in this series. Well, this season. So let's see how much prestige we got for knocking over the 3 freighters. 282. 282 for all of that work. And also, we need to go home and patch the hull that we basically hurt ourselves with. It is true. We hurt ourselves with that one. So let's pick up a little bit of that. And we're going to wrap it up here. That is an episode. I know. We went after a shipyard and then three ships, one of which stayed cloaked for way too long. But we finally have our foothold in Romulan territory. The next time we come back, this will properly flip and start pushing out its influence. We may hook around to try and take this planet as well, just sort of put even more pressure on these Romulans. But hopefully we'll be able to do this campaign quickly. Although it doesn't look like we're going to get any of those cunning cut-em-right-in-half maneuvers. We're just going to have to march our way down. Anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment and I will see you all in the next episode.